Okay. This is a little demo of a platform that I've put together. It's a video platform along with a production system that I would like to test out. And if you'd be interested, please DM me and we'll test it out. The, na- the essential pieces is the video platform is where you, a co-host, your guests would connect together, and that video feeds through this production system, which also you would have a control panel to. Your control panel would look something like this, and it's just setup buttons that we would set up uh, for your particular show. So there would be all of these buttons represent, like you can see, there's an intro button, there's an outro button, and there's various scene transitions that are available that you would that could not only animate and engage the audience a little more through the content that you make available through the interface, but it allows also for you to actually control those transitions and everything. So, like here we go back to Duo screen with name badges, and and again we pre-program these, put the animations in beforehand, so you wouldn't be stuck with my name and co-host name. You can move into format with more than one or two or three uh, guests, hosts, however your particular um, show or podcast is set up. Um, you can engage with a browser, and if you saw, there were navigation buttons that were in the control panel interface, and you can actually navigate through various tabs in the browser. And we can even set up buttons where you can control the movement of the content, let's say within a web page. You could also do a slideshow with one individual or another individual or both individuals simultaneously. And again, you would have navigation buttons where you can move through the various slides of the slideshow itself. And again, these are just examples of possible ways of engaging with your content. There's really no limit into how we can set it up and how you can interact with your content or your audience. As speaking of interacting with your audience, so you could even have uh, a uh, a live chat system where if you set up a free Restream account, you can you have the capacity to not only stream out to uh, multiple platforms simultaneously. So let's say um, YouTube, D Live, Twitch. You broadcast on all three of those at the same time. But also, you can engage your audience through the live chat interfaces of all of those, including your Discord, simultaneously. So you would have this is a chat interface. You can see I sent a sample chat from my Discord. Here's another one. Um, so it even shows the little Discord icon and who it is that's engaging you. But it's again, whether it's on D Live, Twitch, or YouTube or Discord, all of that feeds through this system so you can interact with your audience live. And you're not limited to um, one system or another. It creates an engagement, a live engagement with your audience. If you'd like to experiment or try that out, if you've got a decent audience, decent size audience that you could explore those features with in a live interface, that would be great. Great features to test out. Besides that, I'll play you the outro here just to give you a briefing on the platform itself and the system that we'll be testing out. It's basically I've put together a video platform, which is on a dedicated server that I have set up. The video platform is optimized for uh, video, video and audio, high quality video and audio through the video platform itself. So you would have you, your host, your guest, your audio, especially, and your video would be high quality because of the way I've set up the processors and things like that. Typically, on most video platforms, the the audio processors can mangle the audio, especially if you play music through it, because the audio processors can't distinguish between music and voice. And so, because music has rhythmic patterns and the pitches vary so much that it drives the audio processors crazy. So you get, basically it just chops it all up. I don't know if you've ever had someone on a Zoom call plug in an audio device, whether it be their phone or anything else, and try to play music and then it just sounds mangled, even though they're plugged directly into their input card. It it sounds really bad. This particular system that I've set up, that's not an issue. So if we've got remote audio or anything else that we want to play through the system, it comes through flawless. It's pretty sweet in that sense. So I really just want to give the community the opportunity to test out something like this, to do some live broadcasts, or if not a live broadcast, at least a pre-produced recording where if you're interested in even putting out a video version of your podcast, it's done. There's no editing really to do at the end of it all. I mean, yeah, sure, if there's a little section you want to cut out because, something messed up, then you've got it's all you got to do is go in and splice that part out and transition it back together and you're done. All these cool little transitions that are usually just extra added features for something, um, are already built into the production itself. So you didn't have to um, go through and do all these transitions in some video editing software. It all just worked out this way. So I think there's an advantage in having something like this, and I'd like to offer it up. No charge. I just want to see if I could push this system to its limits and work with anyone who'd be interested in doing a live video version of their podcast. Or again, if not live, doing a live recording, or a produced recording, so that when we're done with the recording, what we have is pretty much a final product. Like I said, if you have some minor edits you want to throw in later, but I'd like to, you know, see how far I can push this. I'll play you uh, one of the outros I have for my stuff, just so you can see. This particular outro actually doesn't have music in it. It's just a chant and a bell. There's some dude and a bell, but you can get an idea of, like I said, it's seamless because you would start the video with your intro. You would have all the content transitions throughout your podcast, and then you would just hit the outro button, and it goes right into your outro. Stop your stream, stop your recording, you're done, and you've got a pretty high quality, pretty decent final product for your audience.